a wonderful smoke as on the cork. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a new bottle here in my cask. It's a Benriach Peated quarter cask. 46% ABV, I think, uncolored, unchill filtered, as always, with Benriach, and a hefty €60 price tag on it. No age statement. Quarter casks. Quarter casks are quite small casks, and I think they have a content of 125 liters. And the specialty with these casks is the relationship between inner surface and the volume in the cask. Those small casks have a big inner surface in comparison to the volume. If we have a big cask, like a sherry cask, then the relationship between inner surface and volume is less. So the extraction of tasting compounds out of the wall into the spirit is much higher in quarter casks. And therefore, people do not dare to mature whiskey for a longer period in quarter casks, because the result is quite hefty oakiness, bitterness, tannins. So typically you use those quarter casks for a finishing period, just to give the whiskey a kick, hefty intensity from the oak, if you have refill ex-bourbon or hogsheads. And this one is pure maturation in quarter casks. So my thought is that this bottle is 3 years and a day old, probably 5 years old, but I don't think that they dare to mature this whiskey for a longer period in those small casks. Billy Walker is the master distiller, and Benriach was owned by a huge corporation in former times, then was mothballed and then sold to a South African beer company. And Billy Walker restarted the distillery and looked after the bottlings of the whiskey as the master distiller. And then he was also part shareholder of the new company. And after some time now, they sold the company to Brown-Forman, which is the mother company behind Jack Daniels and Woodford Reserve. And Billy Walker stays master distiller of Benriach. And I had the chance to sit beside Billy Walker at the Highland dinner at Blair Castle at the Keep of the Quack meeting in April 2016, and a few days afterwards it was published that the deal with Brown-Forman was through, and he didn't say a word. But the proprietors, the South Africans, sat on the table as well. Yeah, what have they done in Scotland altogether? Wow. Yeah. The second specialty is not only the quarter casks, but the usage of peated malt. So this has two unique selling propositions: quarter casks, fully matured in quarter casks, and peated malt as well. And this is typically a go for the specialists and the malt heads. And I looked at the back of the tube, and there are tasting notes on the back, and this is typically done by Billy Walker himself, and this is better than all the marketing blur you find on other backs of tubes. Color, bright summer gold, and it looks a little bit greenish, a little green. Probably this comes from the green background of this green screen where I put my pictures on. But there are some other whiskies showing a little green reflection as well. Nose, elegant waves of wood smoke intensified to burning heather with a delicious contribution of ripe orchard fruits. subtle hints of peaches, cinnamon, sugar. I like that very much. Sour milk with sugar and cinnamon. This was one of my favorite dishes when I was young. And a slightly herbal note of fresh barley give an added contrast to the unique rich peat character. Taste: intense peat smoke mellows to smoldering peat embers. What? Smoldering peat. Infused with green pear. The greenish, no, just the taste of it. And nectarine notes. Nutty oak and vanilla pods combine with a touch of white pepper and a twist of lime to give an intriguingly crisp, smoky finish. So it sounds as if there is a quite a distinct smoky note in it. It's a wonderful smell on the cork. It's not this stinky, it's just aromatic, smoky, a wonderful smell on the cork. There's a little left in the glass. I tasted it before and didn't empty the glass, so it's not a different whiskey, it's the same whiskey it was in before. So I did not have to finish the glass up, the last tasting, because otherwise I would end up with a too high alcohol in the evening. A wonderful smoke as on the cork, and a fruitiness all combined together. A little maltiness, and it's so complex and so gentle, friendly, combined, and this for a quite young whiskey. Sweetness, sugary, probably a little cinnamon. It's a wonderful complex, and immediately the fruitiness shines through. So typically you have this extreme stinky, smoky note on top, and it takes quite a while until your tasting buds adapt to the extreme smokiness and give you the fruitiness through. Here you have the smokiness on top and the fruitiness shine through immediately. Yeah. Wow. Oakiness as if you bite in a piece of oak. Immediately, very intense oakiness. Yeah. Then some, well, sweet nectarines. Those green pears, I don't know. Oakiness. And a very little spiciness of the white pepper. Not this intensity of a long oakiness, oak maturation. No. The smoke, well, does not cover the inside of your mouth. No. It's quite gentle. And the aftertaste is still smoky, long. And now with the second smell on the glass, it's more smoky, smokier. Yeah, the smoke is enriched and the fruitiness fades back. Probably this burnt heather. I haven't smelled on burnt heather. I have to do that now the next time. So it's more intense, it's deeper, it's smokier. Yeah. Yeah. It's astonishing how you can build up the taste in a whiskey in such a short time. So the quarter casks mature fast, really fast. And I dare that this whiskey is older than 5 years. Probably 3 years and a day. How you can enrich the taste by quarter casks so fast. And the peatiness as well brings additional flavors, brings complexity. So you have a young whiskey with a complexity, with an incredible complexity in such a short time. They found the alchemy to convert young ingredients into liquid gold. Yeah, wonderful. But the oakiness is a little bit in the front. It's not this long, spicy, complex oakiness. No, it's in the front. It's heading all the taste, the bold smoke, bold oakiness in front of the tastes, just biting into an oak wood. Yeah, but at all, it's a wonderful whiskey, and it costs around 60, so it's quite expensive for such a young whiskey, but they did their homework really, really well. It's worth the money, really. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned as always. Feel free to share your thoughts on our whiskey database on Whisky.com and share this video with your friends.